I have a secret obsession, and I wasn't sure if I should tell the internet, but I've decided that the time has come. I am obsessed with Outlander. I am obsessed with A Star is Born. When I first watched Catching Fire, the Hunger Games film, I saw it so many times in the cinema that nobody would come with me anymore because I'd seen it with everybody who could possibly want to see that film. So I actually went to it alone. There is nothing wrong with going to the cinema alone. I actually quite enjoy it, but I don't think that the mother and daughter sitting next to me while I wept uncontrollably enjoyed it as much as I did. I know every word of the musical Hamilton. I once got obsessed with Black Milk Clothing, who are an Australian leggings company, and I ended up with about 20 pairs of relatively expensive leggings in my collection within about 2 months. Where was I going to wear 20 pairs of leggings? I remember going to see Spy Kids when I was little, and afterwards I was just fully in the film still. I was convinced that I was a spy. I remember running down the street and pretending I had all these gadgets, pretending to murder people, to protect oil interests abroad. Particularly when I've seen a film with a female protagonist, afterwards I'm kind of imagining that I am her, and it's not intentional, but I kind of take on the character's mannerisms, and if I do something like shrug or shake my head or something, I'm imagining that character doing it. I get so immersed in TV shows that I'll often just be living my normal life but also managing to watch like 5 episodes of hour-long TV a day. Because I'll watch them like on the way to work, on the loo, in the bath, while I'm cooking, during sex. Even when I'm really busy and I'm at work all day and I've got social things in the evening, or I'm doing lots of YouTube related work or whatever, I'm always binge watching something. I cry on cue anytime I hear any music from Harry Potter, and after I saw the last film I was so bereft that I like couldn't speak for hours afterwards. The same thing happened when I finished the books. For a day or two, I was genuinely convinced I would never be happy again. When a great film or a book or a TV show ends, I feel devastated. I want to crawl back inside it and never leave. I try and fill the void by like watching behind the scenes clips, reading endless reviews and articles, sitting on Reddit, and sometimes I'll just start again from the beginning and rewatch or reread something because I so badly don't want to leave. When I'm feeling like this most strongly, it genuinely feels like my life and the people in my life don't matter anymore because the story or the characters are so important to me. I can't really imagine caring about good or bad things happening to me because all that matters is the object of my obsession. This isn't like a permanent long-term thing. It's usually very temporary, lasts a day and then it goes away. I honestly can't tell whether people will be watching this and thinking, wow, this is genuinely terrifying, what is wrong with you? Or if people will be thinking, yeah, obviously that's just how you consume things in the world. I've always felt things quite intensely, which can be a blessing and a curse because like I can cry with joy seeing a beam of sunlight on a wintry day. But on the flip side, I just take things way too much to heart. I tried to do some Googling around this. I Googled obsessive personality, but that only came up with like actual disorders, like obsessive compulsive disorder, which obviously is nothing like this. So I don't know if this has a name. Maybe it's just called being emotionally unbalanced. But I have to ask, does anybody else feel exactly like this? I don't know what this video is. Maybe it's like a therapy session or just a plea to find like-minded people. Validate me. Tell me I'm normal. I kind of want to know if there's a name for this kind of behavior and feeling. And it's funny because generally it's not like I get obsessed with one thing and can't let it go. It's a habit of getting obsessed and over-involved in something, and then that passes until I find the next thing to get obsessed with. Because you know, I don't think Catching Fire is worth watching 5 times in the cinema anymore. And I love Outlander, but I'm not constantly trying to immerse myself in everything about it like I was a couple of months ago. I nearly bought a t-shirt that said, "Take me back to Lally Brock" or something. I might still buy that t-shirt. I'm still pretty attached to A Star is Born because I only saw it 2 days ago, but I'm sure that in time I'll stop listening to Shallow over and over again while crying for people that don't exist. So yeah, is this a normal part of being a human being? I've talked to other people about this in the past and they've empathized to a certain extent, but then they start to look a little bit frightened when I explain just how deep the feeling goes. Maybe I just have too many feelings. Help!